Good to know a lot can be done and to shy away from any tree preservative stuff there. Then if it is old trees and why, because some of my friends we went to view the lands. When they see a big early old trees which is spread across, then they shy away, say, oh, we don't want this. There are chances we will get a tree preservation act on it. We can't go for that like that. But yeah, it's good to know we can do different ways on it. That's good existing stuff. But one thing, tell me, Kingsley, usually now in this political scenario and market condition, whatever you name it, if we take a land which is a green belt, assuming is near to amenities within half a mile, then usually how long it will take to get into a pre-planning stage? So do you think can be done quicker? It will take years to come out? Why? Because if you're excited to build something, but to build it, the lot need to be engaged. We need to understand logistics. We need to see people around it, how they feel, and we need to also take permissions from the neighborhood. Where many people bought the properties because there's a big green land over there. Then they can take their dogs to the walk. And some people say they have a quad bike run. Why? Because we went to a land in where it is near to the Dartford area, Isterville. So where we see a big plot of land in a couple of years back actually, where we just went to the neighbors and say, how this plot about? We looking to buy for it. We just wanted to understand it. And they said, no, we won't give a planning approval if everybody comes up. Why? Because our kids do a quad bike run over there on the weekends. We don't want our land to be spoiled. You okay?
You're not in the business creating quad bike parks.
That's right. Yeah. The thing is, the land is going to stay forever. And they said it's not like that. It's a private land. And somebody never will do it. They said, no, we have 10 people, we bought the properties here because of that, the land where we can use it. We go with our dogs over there, we'll take our squad bike over there, and we'll lot of fun. They said, okay, that's fine. And the thing is, the time we shy away and we came out. But no, we know there what to be done now. But the thing is, the people, there are many investors which we have actually, who want to invest and buy the lot of land stuff. But the thing is, they will ask, if we go and buy this 5-10 acres of land, like usually to get a planning, things done, get things boots onto the land, how long it will take? I know this is not, we can't give a specific finger on the number, but what do you think about it?
Obviously depends on how large it is. I mean, I'm sure you know the large volume house builders, they allow 15 years. So they've got a 15-year timeline for the pipeline for their land coming on stream, haven't they?
That's right.
I guess a smaller site such as that, it would certainly be good to allow 2.5 years, in my opinion. Because if you want to prepare some material, do a pre-app with the council. I would strongly suggest if there are people there in the vicinity, perhaps reach out to them, do a public consultation. Because then you seem to have done the right thing. Most people are genuinely interested in that. I mean, there are PR companies who specialise in doing that kind of thing. We do it ourselves. We've done events in the evenings, in church halls and parish councils and things. People want to engage. If you explain things to them properly, people are genuinely interested. Obviously, the quad bike thing is a bit extreme. You don't want noisy quad bikes going through your development. But certainly, if kids are playing on part of the land, or if people want to walk their dogs, then you can engage with them, and perhaps allow people to do that, maybe in a different way to what they do now.
Leave something to them.
Exactly.
And they'll give them, make them aware that we are giving something for you, and you need to allow something to do it.
So everybody benefits. Because the other thing, of course, the local ward councillor, they'll be very nervous as well. But if they can see that you're giving something back to the community, Some people might even build, a small community centre or something,
Right.
And on the larger things, I say people will build a doctor's surgery, they will build a new school.
Right.
But on the smaller things, you could build something, like a cricket pavilion or something, just something to give back to the community. But I say, certainly in terms of open space and routes for people to walk through and walk their dogs, I would encourage developers to actually reach out to those people. Then what you can find, if those local people, once you get a nucleus of local people who are in favour, maybe just 6 people or 10 people, they can almost help the rest of the community, encourage them
to help it, to change the perception of it.
Change the whole mentality.
So
instead of people just looking for the negatives all the time, they can start looking for the positives of what you're proposing.
That's correct, So I think this kind of legwork needs to be done before we go to the pre-app stage to get the pulse of the people.
Exactly, and then you can use all that material for the planning, you see.
That's
you can say to the chair of planning and to the other councillors that we've done this, we've reached, we put it in the reports, the photographs of the public events. People, what people say, you don't just do loads of flyers.
That's right,
People say there's no substitute for a cup of tea and a biscuit. So actually sitting down with people and actually giving them your time, people do appreciate that. And if you explain things properly and highlight all the positives, then people will pick up on that.
Pick up on them. That's correct. We need to create some positive environment to just ensure it's not going wrong. Okay, good. And when you go to, I think we are jumping more, but when we get into public consultation. What may go wrong usually? You got any experiences?
In my experience, nothing has gone wrong.
Oh, that's great. Good to know that.
It's always been positive.
Right.
And I've done things, even the smallest I've done is in southeast London, was one little house.
Right.
It was actually a large house.
Right.
So it's like a 2-bedroom bungalow in quite a rich, posh area.
Right.
And we basically demolished it and put a 7-bedroom detached house there instead. But what we did, even for that little project, we pinned up all the drawings of the scheme in the old bungalow with spotlights shining on it, and invited all the locals to come. So that's one extreme. One of the larger ones we've done is, we've done a couple of neighbourhood plans with parishes. The largest scheme that I've done where we got the public around was 163 houses. And flats, mixture of flats and houses. That was down in Kent, near Margate. And the people came out in the evening because they're getting up their own time as well. Because you think they could sit at home having a cup of tea and watching television, couldn't they? So they must want to come to the event. Even if they've got, they might come with malicious intent initially to criticise. But when they see what's happening, and once you've explained to them about the scheme, it's all been favourable.
Most of the questions clarified over there.
Exactly. Because the other thing is that people often have a fear of the unknown as well.
That's right.
It's like a knee-jerk.
It's a matter of speculation, not discussion. Chinese fish first kind.
Exactly. Like development is a dirty word,
That's right.
But if you say to people, look, we're creating this extra open space, we're creating these new paths, so instead of trespassing illegally, you're able to walk down lovely footpaths properly. We're planting all these trees. This is what the scheme will look like. Maybe, like I say, we're going to build you a little community centre or a cricket pavilion or something. People say, hey, hang on, Dave down the road was wrong. This is actually a good idea.
That's right.
Does that mean? So it actually turns people's perceptions on its head, really, doesn't it?
I mean, there was something over there, and definitely something can come back. So I got that idea actually. That's good. Good to know that. That's very exciting actually. It's good. Right. So, with the current situations, you said it may take a couple of years to get the planning to roll, get into the pre-planning stage. That's right then. Okay. So take an example whatever we have in Seven Oaks, what we're working on it. So do you think it will take a couple of years to get get things rolled on the
2.5 years to planning maybe. And there's
so the full planning approval or the mid-planning, which one do you think?
Well, the pre-app, there's different levels of pre-app, especially in London boroughs, because often we do 2 rounds of pre-app on our London projects. So you'll show them something, and what you're after really is support in principle.
Right.
You don't want an objection in principle.
That's right.
So if you say we're thinking of doing this,
yeah,
and they'll say, yeah, that's not a bad idea, that's quite a good idea.
right.
And then you come back a few months later with a more worked up scheme, more
Right.
finalised scheme.
Right.
But I think you have to take the same approach. The problem, well, we're getting into problems now.
That's
What
right.
are the problems with the English system right now?
Yeah.
Planning requirements
Yeah.
and build cost.
Build cost.
Because
Yeah.
build cost, we've just been about that earlier today, haven't we? Build cost
That's right.
is really,
Really high now. Yeah.
And so you have to be very, very cautious about land value and development costs.
That's right.
Make sure the GDV works.
That's right. Yeah.
Because I mean, I can remember not very long ago, maybe 9 or 10 years ago, build cost was about £100 a square foot.
That's right.
These days, it can typically be 250 to 300
300,
a square foot, which is obviously a nightmare, really, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
But and the other thing, the other overhead and cost is all these reports you have to do.
That's right.
I mean, there could be, we've counted at least 27 reports
Right.
that people might be forced to do for planning.
As a part of planning.
Yeah.
So, like, is there contamination surveys and environment surveys?
Everything. Yeah, yeah.
Those kind of stuff you
Yeah.
may need to go.
That's it. Backs, highways, noise impact, air quality impact,
Right.
everything. I'm
Okay.
not saying, obviously, we're not saying all 27 will be needed on every project.
That's right.
It may
yeah.
just be 8 or 9 different ones are needed on each project.
Right.
But those
Okay.
things, cumulatively, that
Right.
can come to a lot of money, you know.
Of course.
For
The thing is,
example-
right, if you say 20 acres of land developing,
Yeah.
to do, we need to do diligence on all 20 acres at one
Mm.
shot, or maybe do with a part, like a acre by acre, can you
Yes,
say?
you could. Yeah, you could
Yeah, why? Because
phase things.
we have experience, like when you conduct a survey,
Mm.
it's take longer, and you need to put 20-30K into it,
Yeah.
but a big piece of it will be more anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of money to put as an investment, right?
Yes.
So, what would be the
And that's one of the
limitation over
problems.
there? How can we optimize that
Yeah.
cost? I think we're jumping a lot with the cost anyway, but it's better to know that. We're going to do the development, but running costs before they get into get to the land because of something.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's
Yeah.
one reason, because people blame the big volume house builders.
Right.
People say, oh, it's not planning's fault
Yeah.
that there's not enough housing.
Mm.
But in a way it is, because even planning per se
Yeah.
helps stifle housing. It's not good.
Yeah.
What's happened over the last few years has been very, very bad, in my
Right.
opinion. So I'm 100% behind what the new government is trying to do.
Right.
But not only that, all these reports actually puts off small SMEs. So
Right.
small and medium-sized developers, it's a lot of outlay, you know.
That's
So
right.
if you're one of the big, 4 or 5 big house builders, big
Mhm.
volume house builders, they can afford to spend millions of pounds on reports.
That's right. Yeah.
and, you
Before
know,
preparing itself.
Exactly, and all
Yeah.
the KCs that might be required to win an appeal and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it makes it very hard for the SMEs to compete at that level.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
the trouble is, a lot of these reports, they do need to be done. Like I said, the BNG, the biodiversity net gain that I mentioned,
Right.
that is a mandatory requirement now.
Right.
You have to do it, and you have to pay the money for the reports.
Of course. Yeah.
And things like highways,
Yeah.
travel plans,
That's right.
all the other stuff. So decontamination,
That's
if you're
right,
in an
yeah.
urban area particularly. Air quality impact could be not just people on you, but on your own vehicles affecting the environment.
That's right.
So there's lots and lots of things.
Need to
Let's
be
say-
factored. The part of
Exactly.
professional cost needs to be factored.
And the thing is, what a lot of people don't realise,
Yeah.
like say for example the planners, they might think, oh, you're just a rich developer, you can easily afford it.
Right.
That doesn't just come off your GDV, that comes out of your margin.
Of course. Yes.
So as a percentage of your margin, it's a huge chunk
Yeah.
of margin.
Yeah. It's not easy money,
Yeah.
right? Okay. There are to put in naturally. Yeah.
But then talking about greenfield sites,
Yeah.
the uplift makes it worthwhile.
Of course. Yeah. That will uplift the cost in a different level. So that makes sense to do that.
Yeah.
But what we're trying to say, if you're like a budding or the medium developers, it might be a bit hurting for them a bit in terms of getting these professional services to bear the costs initially
Yeah.
until you get into the pre-planning stage.
Exactly, and that's why you have to get option very often.
Right.
You don't really want to pay for the land at risk. You
Right,
need to get an
okay.
option on the land, then
So-
you pay for the study reports,
Right.
then you benefit from the uplift.
Okay. The thing is, okay. So getting the pre-planning itself, you have to do all these things, right? But
Yeah.
is there any other way around to get the minimal to meet? And then, what is more promising than by the investors can be attracted to put more money into it?
Absolutely, yeah. You can use a pre-app as a stepping stone. So if you get a
Right.
positive pre-app,
Yeah.
You can even sell sites.
Positive pre-app based on the conditions where
exactly.
it can meet.
And that will attract more investors to take it over the line.
That's right,
planning.
Yeah.
Or you can even flip the land with a positive pre-app.
Of course, yeah. That can anyway change numbers.
Yeah, one of our Manchester schemes, they've done that. They've flipped it with pre-app.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Daily states they get out, but they get more money in there. Yeah.